hand you over to the following team this evening. Richard Radcliffe and Robin Cowan.
Good evening, Gabby. Good evening, everyone. Game 2 for England. And after the emotion of Old Trafford, it's the Lionesses' toughest opposition in the group stage. Two-time European champions Norway. A crucial game between the two favourites to progress to the quarter-finals. Before we get underway, at the Amex, we'll pause for the national anthems.
What, Boston? Come here. No. Are you a funeral?
Into the second round of group games at these championships come around quicker every time. It's a sweltering day here in Sussex. Another sellout crowd. England can progress to the knockout stages with a win today, with a game remaining. Two England names the same 11 that beat Austria in the opening game at Old Trafford. Lucy Bronze has scored against Norway in the previous two World Cups. Rachel Daly keeps her place at left back. Beth Mead got the goal that mattered at Old Trafford, and Ellen White, England's record goal scorer, will try and get off the mark tonight in what is her 8th major international tournament. Refereeing team today, Green Hussein of Germany, FIFA listed since 2009. Refereeing the 2021 Champions League final between Barcelona and Chelsea. Two captains, Lee Williamson and Marion Elder, very familiar to each other. Arsenal and Chelsea clashes in the WSL. Despite a commanding win against Northern Ireland in their opening game, Martin Sjögren makes 3 changes tonight. Tuva Hansen replaces Anja Stonstavold at right back. Manchester United midfielder Vilda Boarisa is preferred to Arsenal's Frida Marner, who drops to the bench. Karina Savic for Amelie Akeland is the other alteration. Kira Wright has had her best goal-scoring season for Chelsea and provided a goal and an assist against Northern Ireland. And the Hegemo failed to find the net. England have to be at their best to stop one of the deadliest strikers in the game. So following England's 1-0 win against Austria, Norway followed that up with a convincing victory against Northern Ireland. I think the general consensus, Rachel, is that we want to see a high level of performance for England today, and it's going to have to be against a higher level of opposition.
Exactly right, Robin. It needs to be a better performance. Ultimately, Norway will come out victorious. They are far superior. to Austria and the test that they proved in that opening day Wednesday. What a wonderful occasion that was, that now we are into the tournament. We will need to produce results, and with that, some of their stars will need to shine tonight.
Sarina Wiegman preserve her unbeaten record as England manager. Players take the knee. Rapturous applause. Countdown to kick-off is on. Here in Sussex, Norway get us underway. A win for England this evening, and progression to the quarter-finals is already done and dusted. But Norway will provide top opposition. Their attacking players in particular, full of quality. Sarina Wiegman has opted to keep the same team and beat Austria 1-0 on Trafford on Wednesday.
Good hustling there from George Stanway in that midfield. Trying to be industrious, stick to a task, help the defenders out when required. So we'll thread that ball through to Frank Kirby, supply her.
Larissa of Manchester United floats it forward. Lucy Bronze wins the header. Is Kira Walsh. Good challenge. Blackstad scored the first goal against Northern Ireland. Playing at left back, also played centre mid. Going to get a little bit more game time for Manchester City next season. Wonderful pass from Engen. Perhaps that can't quite keep it in.
You can see the intentions of the Norwegians. Blackstad, you see in picture there, she's going to want to press Lucy Bronze back, pin her back in their defensive third, because both teams have marauding attacking full-backs on both sides. What a contest this will be between Lily Blackstad and newly departed Man City player Lucy Bronze.
For the second time at the end of the season, joining up from Barcelona. Wright makes the clearance. Gets her head to it. Good win from Ella White. Finds Kirby. First time ball over to the far side. Not quite enough weight on the pass to reach its intended target. Lauren Hemp, who was dangerous but well shackled against Austria on Wednesday night.
You can see that neither team's giving each other a moment on the ball in possession. Both teams in likes of Leah Williamson, Millie Bright from centre half. They've got time on the ball, they can find a pass. Oh, we have no intention of letting that happen.
European Championships have already got better for Martin Sjögren this time. 2017, no points, no goals. 4-1 win against Northern Ireland. Shackled the ghosts a little bit. Early cross in from Blackstad is towards Hegerberg, who's so adept in the air. And that is exactly what England are going to have to do. Quality crosses to be defended. And the counter is stuck in its tracks. Georgia Stanway fouled.
The worst opportunities England have had to turn and run at Norway. You see their response, Engen, this time ensured that Georgia Stanway had limited success. But both teams will look to play short time football but effective in the end. And sometimes that will be the ball into the channels.
That's it, we did that man.
Right, an outstanding game against Austria. That's extremely solid. This is ball wayward. For a writer. Bronze is snapped back at the challenge.
Good recovery there from Lucy Bronze. You were right, got the wrong side of her. So recovery. Should have played early, Lucy Bronze in possession.
The ball favours Hemp, but good work from Savic. And here's Hegerberg. On to Caroline Graham Hansen. Went viral at the first game, triple nutmeg on her right wing. Run against Northern Ireland. Quality player.
don't spin down there that morning. And I seem to know.
She's been at the forefront of Barcelona's success over the four seasons that she's been there.
Well,
Caroline Graham Hansen.
That's only.
It's not just about the technical Spanish players. She'll have adapted her,
Because they knew.
enhanced her repertoire by
knew
being
ship and down
outside of her native country.
Highly pedigree in this competition.
What?
Norway 6 times finalists, 2 times winners. Just straight out of play, ridiculous.
She said they were so
Grass.
They didn't even record it.
That's a taste of what Tuva Hansen is in for tonight. If England can get that ball to Lauren Hemp in the space. She matched up her speed, but she's got tenacity. There's Hansen.
Tuva Hansen. Also football domestically in Norway with Ram in the league last season. Lovely touch from Kirby. Looking for options, she's been absolutely surrounded by red shirts. She's done well to keep possession.
I wasn't aware that she had money in it.
Play.
Obviously, they couldn't transfer it without something to do.
Really impressed with Frank Kirby's movement early on. She's stretched the lines, joined up with Ellen White. Then back the back four. She dropped it deep to get on the ball. We want to see Frank Kirby on the ball. First half in the last game against Austria, barely had touched it, 4 touches in that first half. This is certainly encouraging.
There ain't that many ways to do it.
Ellen White. Last one.
What happened?
Get past Tuva Hansen. Out of play. England pinning Norway back at the moment.
We kind of expected both teams would do this, try and stop their team playing, not give them time in possession of the ball. Both of their strengths are in attack.
You must have given them something.
Yeah, of course you did.
What they need.
Stanley.
You don't do a lot of
With the ball. Norway.
Oh,
Plays out well. That's that.
what?
That works well for them. Well, how can they transfer stuff? Without doing all that.
Drop with the shoulder and suspension. Georgia Stanley behind. Ended getting back for blocked across.
They knew that
Really opened up there for Georgia Stanley. Norway looked light at the back.
Probably get that.
Yeah,
Did that turn of possession, England losing it. Lucy Rom's nicking it and then seeing the space for Georgia Stanway to run into. Just needed that edge of composure or air of composure. Rushed it, but you can see where the openings are coming. And Blackstad had that meet tomorrow. With the overload on his right hand side, created by George Stanway staying high, coming out and joining him with that front line from midfield.
Norwegian goalkeeper Gro Pettersen just her 5th cap. Hospitalising after ACL injury to number 1 Cecilia Fiskerstrand just before the tournament started.
I mean, if it was a need-side job, then hopefully they don't even need anything for borders.
Idea from Mead. Created by
Well, they
Blackstad.
might do a computer assistant.
A bit of a check of the shoulder to try and let that ball run across her. Well marshalled by Blackstad. We've seen a lot of each other in the domestic season next year. Jack Mead up against Blackstad.
It's quite risky for it to be
It's now 15 games under Serena Beekman, 12 clean sheets during that time. Just trying to pick out Kirby, it's well run back. Like Jeff Marisa though,
She then refused to go.
regains possession.
I said, do you really think?
Such good pressure from England, forcing the error.
Excellent. Doing it for outfielders of Norway. England, one of those goalies, another hustled by Ellen White. Really tight around them. They play one touch, force them into an error. Excellent play by England.
White putting out to the right left position. With a greater amount of control early on here. Here it drops. Find Georgia Stanway. Clever idea. Execution wasn't quite there. many fine defensive interventions from Millie Bright.
She was monumental, wasn't she, on disconnecting that hole there. And they needed a leader at the back. Yes, they had Lou Williamson.
Well, I'll come tomorrow. So
One. Ah, should have.
Here's Kirby, and now White.
Oh!
She goes down. Penalty.
We've got that, especially on the road, you could be saying,
Ellen White.
that sort of
Touch
money.
it away.
Oh, Rosie did.
But I mean,
And a rush bit of play. And England has got kick.
Brilliant play from Ellen White. Look how she just turns, can feel her player. Not sure it's arms across the Torres dot here. But
He was sitting there in the window having a scared look on his face, and I thought, oh, that's been Rosie, and it is.
yeah, I just see it down top of
She's
the
pulled
garden.
her down. She's intended to do that.
Oh, bear. It's not nice when it's on the other foot, isn't it?
She does not take penalties. Stanway has been given that mantle.
I don't think if you gave
Sort of
them the
penalty.
carpet,
Final warm-up game.
I don't know where they're
Against the Swiss.
I didn't even see the replay, was that penalty or not?
This could be a dream start for England. Terrific centre forward play from Ellen White. Here's Georgia Stanway on the spot. Give England the lead.
Oh, then stop it, yeah, and then
Stanway.
They look suspicious. That's not easy.
Just outside goal. Perfect penalty from Georgia Stanway. And the Lionesses bounce it.
yeah, it's still active. But where the transfer's been.
Perfect penalty. Perfectly described, Robin. I was looking at the second commentary and there Bartley, but there's more England goalkeepers. They're checking, showing which way we thought it would go. Henderson gets the right way too, but we look at this strike. Henderson goes the right way, powers on, but still can't get near it. And then here's it now. Alan Sheary's to take the top in, almost like taking a goal kick. You try and find that juncture of top net and side net, and she found that perfectly. Brilliant start for the Lionesses.
And the celebration such that contact lens problem for Georgia Stanway. Let's get that sorted quick smart. And Norway struck back straight away, a scuffed effort from Hegerberg. A lack of composure, uncharacteristic one from the former Ballon d'Or winner.
Well, England has looked on, and what I really enjoyed seeing is Frank Kirby in that forward control. We were wondering in the build-up to this game, will England go and press their game plan on Norway, or will Norway try to take back England? And we've seen the full-back, we've seen England take their game plan, play high up the pitch, encourage Frank Kirby and George Stanway to join in attack.
Stanway scored the last time these two met in a friendly in 2019. Norway went on to win 2-1. That was the post-World Cup hangover. England just couldn't buy a winner or performance. Much different place this team are in now. George Stanway with an emphatic penalty. At the age of 23, to be the allotted penalty taker at a major tournament. So here she is now, ripping it. Finds me. Bronze on the overlap. Beautiful pass from Lee. Stanway across the face. Just to lose Florida. Fantastic play from England.
Got to go for the juggler now, and that's what England are doing. Brilliant slip-through ball by Beth Mead. Keep the pressure on Norway.
Here's Kirby. Now Phillips. Moving Norway about. Gives it a go. Acres of space for Mead. It's Mead! And it's in! And the flag is up! England destroying Norway down there, right hand side. Let's have another look at this.
Don't know if they're going to check the AR.
It looked pretty tight to me. It was wonderful build-up play. See a little slip, give and go by referee Lucy Broad. Perfectly weighted pass. And checks it back on. If she's onside, if it goes to the AR, which I imagine it will do, it will be ruled as onside.
They're looking at it now.
Should do.
Surely has her first tournament goal.
And you know what? It is fully deserved. The way that they put the pedal down after that opening penalty, they continue to press them, push them back.
Why is it taking forever?
Checking. I think the Amex is about to get some good news for an England persuasion. And it's given. Just listen to that. Oh, Lionesses, she's got spectacular goals in her time. That was
2 Man City players scored.
England.
Oh no, George Norway's got to 5 minutes. What?
Well, it's the first time we've seen VAR at the European Championships, and I love it. When it comes out in your favour, I mean, that was a stonewall, but when you look at the slow-mo of it, it was absolutely, there was no debate in it. It's a stonewall. Clear goal. You can see Torres Dotti in here playing Lauren Hemp well onside. And it's a lovely finish. You see how she just defeat a left-footed player. She managed to just defeat and just about direct it towards goal with the right foot. But beautiful move from Beth Mead. Had real composure to be able to play back on left and pick out a player in the middle. Fabulous start for England.
I think it's fair to say England have arrived. The nerves disappearing. The anxiety that we felt at Old Trafford is gone. And they're away again. Lauren Hemp. Daly provides the support. Here's Hemp. So strong. So graceful. Can't find Ellen White.
All those early pre-match nerves that what we were feeling, obviously the players were, that we were feeling evaporated in the last 10 minutes. Beautiful run, textbook Lauren Hemp, jigs and turns back the player. Good defending from Norway to put it out at the near post. Keep the pedal pushed firmly down. Serena Beaver has talked about ruthlessness. These are the moments when England can prove they have that streak in them.
Williamson and Bright in conference. Beth Mead will take the corner kick. It's low towards White. Oh, it's gathered. Don't think she got hold of it as she'd like. Henderson forced into the save.
It's intended for Ellen White, and she does, if she gets anything on it. I think Lauren Hemp expects Ellen White to get on it. I think that was what the set play was designed for. The fact it ran to Lauren Hemp just couldn't redirect it.
Here is Blackstad. Norway must respond. That's a good ball, Blackstad to Brighton. And guess who's there again?
That was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic recovery run from Millie Bright. A little slip from Lucy Bronze, you see. Gura Wrighton recognises that, checks the run, gets in behind. But who is there? Millie Bright. England got hold of their nerve now. Mary Earps needs to dictate the tempo, slow it down if she can.
Graham Hansen over this corner kick here. Significant aerial threat. Norway. It's not bad delivery. Header straight to Blackstad. He couldn't get hold of the shot. Here's Savic. England wants an offside. Instead, corner kick.
And a fantastic recovery run from Lauren Hemp. Only moments ago, she was up the other end, nearly getting her second goal. But this team are so well drilled. You can see the lines of recovery that are expected from one another, helping each other out, backing up each other. but this is danger. You can see Torres Dottir, Hegerberg, Mielder, all goal scorers for the team.
Brighton's delivery. Hegerberg gets there first. Claims of a handball. Referee was immediately waving those away. Of course, the VAR will be checking this in the background as we continue. Blackstad. Now, Engen. Hegerberg. Lovely link up. Blackstad away from Mead. And Bronze. Great run. And, well, I think Barco's absolutely free as a bird, save it. They couldn't make the most of it.
It's very well
It's
played.
a beautiful run, and the execution of it here.
Is that still the
The
same
way
level?
she just jigs past her like she's not there,
What?
Blackstad. We know
As
what
well.
God she's got. Picks out
Yeah.
Seebeck at the back post, unmarked.
As when?
A bit of a reminder
Same
of
as well.
what's off for
Like
England.
one on holiday.
There we go.
That was the claims for a handball. They were never going to be given. Still only 20 minutes gone. This team do have the quality to hurt England. That was a little bit of a warning.
Oh, England know the calibre of this team.
Fourth of possession lost by England. Save it. Doubling up on her. Kirby gets a foot in.
You can see that offensive players, Ellen White, Frank Kirby, are doing everything to defend from the front. They'll be outnumbered if they keep coming back like that. A simple principle. No time on the ball for Norway.
Graham Hansen. Well cut out. Through the Stanway. Track that all the way. Ellen White goes down. Wins a free kick. Which has relieved some of the pressure on England.
Two big incidents. This one, the penalty, obviously one, very, very clever, knows her role as a number 9 excellently. This one, second one, occasion just to let her team have a break, just break up what has been a frantic little 30 seconds where Norway have had a chance, had a shot, albeit off target. And that's what you get from such a seasoned senior number 9.
Williamson. One white. Norway trying to get football back in this game. They've shown flashes of danger in attacking areas. Torres Dottir, Manchester United player. It's a miscued header from Millie Bright, but Bronze is there to help out her teammate. Her ex-Lyon teammate in Anna Hegerberg. Graham Hansen. Nice save it. And last ditch challenge from Rachel Daly. It's hurt in the process.
Rachel Daly is certainly a player who does not stay on the floor unless she's really, really hurt. Real tough character, physically and mentally. Utilised by two people in various positions. Didn't quite see where the contact was. But overall, this has been such a good start in this opening 23 minutes for England. You can see here Seebeck. Ooh, gets a foot stuck under a knee. Now, whether it's a foot or ankle or a knee, you would hope that the training brings robustness. That's a huge part of why we get in the gym, we do weights, is to allow our bodies to hold up to torques and angles and weight transfers not normal people go through. Rich Daly's one very strong player.
As we wait for news of Rachel Daly, here's what's coming up for you. The Women's Euros on BBC. Tomorrow, Denmark Denmark against Finland. The second round in Group B tomorrow at 4:45 on BBC Two. Denmark recovered from a heavy defeat to Germany. Really heavyweight game between Germany and Spain in Group B tomorrow 7:30 on BBC Two as well.
He finally comes back onto the pitch. She looks like she's back to full fitness. England need to ride out this little bit of positivity that Norway is showing. Really are dangerous. In swing up from Wrighton.
Wrighton and a good win from Millie Bright. Retrieved by Savic. Away from Bronze. Gets back at the second attempt. Danger still not cleared in the Eldon. Had a swing at it, but really well defended. Beth Mead. Well timed.
It was a crucial recovery run from Beth Mead. She tracked it all the way into 10 yards inside her own box. If she had from the Eldon, would have had a free shot. Excellent discipline shown by the England team.
They have a good record against Norway. England knocked them out in the last two World Cups, 2015, 2019. It's their first meeting at the Euros. Big games seem to deliver. Great ball from Bright to find Mead in a bit of space. Norway on the retreat. Stanway in support. Just over the bar and one.
What a ball, Mido. That was absolutely sensational. The way she just looks so recognised, she can drive further down the wing, but can pick out Ellen White, who we see in that position so many times. Just can't quite direct it. Beautifully marshalled by Mara Mieldi, you have to say. A very experienced central defender of the Chelsea captain for Norway. Did a stellar job there.
Out for a significant period of time after serious knee injury. March 2021, Mara Mieldi in the Continental Cup final win for Chelsea. She's barely featured this season. 7 appearances, 1 start in all competitions. She started this tournament like she's been playing all season.
She carried out with Chelsea. Emma Hayes had no hesitation in bringing her back in, and certainly internationally there's no hesitation about bringing her back in. Sometimes you just always perform for your country, and that's certainly the case with Mara Mielda.
Since 2015, debut in 2007, drawing up for 155th cap for Norway. Mara Mielda. Torres stops here. Now gets away from me, but she can't from Ellen White. White is in here. White to make it 3, and she does.
What the fuck is going on?
The women got like Norway.
The Lionesses are right away with it. Goal number 51 for Ellen White. Did she enjoy that?
No!
Well, that was Manchester City up against Manchester United, wasn't it? Tommy stopped here, just had a back to Ellen White. Ellen White could see that picture unfolding, dwelling in possession. She sniffed a chance, she got a body across, and then after that, it was inevitable. A simple finish, clinical, beautiful finish from Ellen White. But we talked about the press. Up at top, pressing the defenders, pressing those wide players, doing it as a 2, 3 or 4, being effective in the press. And Ellen White given this golden opportunity, just 20 yards out, for the all-time leading England goal scorer. She was never going to miss.
Put her on again!
Frank Kirby picks out the angle side. Elder across, Norwich shots. Norway, defensively, just looks so suspect.
But that's because England are ensuring that the ball is really hard for them to play out in possession, Norway. When a defender is on the ball, and you can see now, actually, as we've said that, Pettersson in goal decided to go along, miss out the opportunity for England to set traps. Sensible play by the fledgling goalkeeper. Lucy Strand being out, usual goalkeeper. 30 years old, but not a lot of international experience. Good decision making there.
Made a debut in April, thrown in at the deep end. Not a social have easier games. Goal. Kirby.
What's supposed to be a harder match than Austria? Clearly not.
Savic. The elder goes long. All direct. Trying to test England. Williamson. Graham Hansen.
It's a long
All the way. Strong play from her. Walsh. So much space for Lucy Bronze. Three options to pick out. Here's Mead. Tries to return the pass.
That would have been a goal because she passed it to her.
The chances keep on coming.
There were so many wow moments in that build-up. Beautiful play, hands on forward, fortuitously really to Ellen White, and it's a wonderful save by Guru Patterson. Down to her right-hand side, he's watching the player, hard and low, gets down beautifully to that right-hand side, strong hand round the corner. But 30 minutes in, England 3-0 up. What will be ringing in the back of the England players' mind is ruthlessness. Let's keep this going. Keep that foot down. Doesn't matter who we're playing, we want more.
That's certainly been the message since Serena Williams came in. England heeding the call today. Mixing up the set piece routine. Kirby. Stanway. First touch. Trying to set herself up. No danger though.
You can see what she's trying to do. Just chuck it across, but she just was off balance, couldn't quite make up the ground. Real good factor about this opening half hour, both performance-wise and current result-wise.
We've seen some of the big hitters enjoy bigger wins in their opening group games. Germany, France. England have felt they want to get in on the match, they want some of that. Here's Hecht with a heavy touch. Now Blackstad to make the clearance.
Sensation ball from Kira Walsh there, just spraying it across. Guessing they're going to play tight areas, but they can also ping it.
King from France. White rises. France is wide.
It's love.
Nice sharp play, 2v1 there. Lucy Bronze got the option to slide it down the wing. She's trying to pick out Ellen White.
Right. Penalised. She looks at times that England have another player on the pitch.
Does in areas, I think, because they're pressing so well out of possession, England, when the ball is turned over, it's really hard. Basically, they're forcing Norway into mistakes, and it looks like when they are going 4v4, it's in such a tight area that then when there's the outlaw from a defender or turnover of possession, there's so much space for them.
Ross inviting White to put Melba under pressure. White seizes on the loose touch and finds Lauren Hemp. That was me! Oh, it's four! Beth Mead has another! What an incredible first half display from England! It does not get better than this.
I'm struggling to speak because my smile is so wide. It was just really crisp, conscious play from England. Lucy Bronze picked out the run of Adelaide. Adelaide does really well to hustle Mara Elder, force her into turn-over possession. Pretty crisp play up here. And when Lauren Hebb on this right-hand side, you know she's going to in-swing it. And Beth Mead on point gets goal side up her player in between the two defenders. And Patterson cannot, from point-blank range, steer it round. This is England at their best, feeling confident. Ruthless nature. Serena Wiegman is trying to instill ruthlessness because that's what winners do. England have yet to win a title. I'm not getting ahead of ourselves, but they need to have that winner's mentality.
And that is Beth Mead's 60th goal in 15 under Serena Wiegman. New lease of life is an understatement. And that revenge tour, since not being picked for the Olympics, goes on. We just need to make her angry. Look what happened.
Hey, fair play to Beth Mead, absolutely. It's all about, it's not what happens, it's how you respond to it. And she's proof of no better way of responding.
I think also some question marks over who should be the starting number 9. Ellen White has been unplayable at times. So clever.
It's understanding those kind of sways and swells of the game when there's time to just release pressure, alleviate pressure for her team. Beth Mead, going back to her, she had a wonderful season with Arsenal, her best season to date. She's brought that onto the pitch for England.
And with less than 10 minutes to go until half time, this is equalled Norway's heaviest Euro defeat, and that came against Germany 4-0 in 2009 in the group stages.
And it's not because Norway have been particularly subpar.
Another pitch perfect tackle. Perfectly timed from Millie Bright. Walsh.
Interesting to see what the manager does, Martin Sjogren, at half time.
Another teasing cross. Oh, there to put it away.
That's still goals happened.
Brilliant area, wasn't it, for Beth Mead? She knew there was 3 runners potentially. With Lauren Hebb coming off of that left-hand side into the box. Delicious area for her to get into. Just nobody sliding in on the end of it. England are certainly in the mood for more.
And the damage has mainly been done down the England right, the Norway left. Got Wrighton and Blackstad who very attacking minded, and once again so much space for Mead. One-on-one, Beth Mead still going, it's Mead! Oh, that is sensational!
What?
What are we witnessing here?
Norwich are probably better than this one, Norwich.
2 for me,
No, wait, wait,
5 for England. They are strolling into the quarterfinals.
This is siege, Robin. This is siege. People are bouncing up and down. This is a party atmosphere now. The game
You should have seen Norway at the start. They looked like they'd come out the blocks against us. What? Game what?
It's all about what Beth Mead does. She's 90 minutes. He's had a torrid time in this opening first half. And just, you can see she's looking at the player, just jinks inside, puts it on her foot, jinks again on her other foot, takes it across her player, and she has run them ragged. What a goal from Beth Mead. And she is absolutely world class, if anyone doubted that. And her performances so far in this tournament have proven.
I think we can say to France, hold my beer.
Ooh la la.
Well, the crowd certainly don't want complacency, they want more. England already putting Norway to the sword. Here comes Lauren Hepp.
Ooh la la, come sta? Vamos
I'm not
papà.
sure I've been as floored by or impressed by an England performance. Sure, some of the one-sided games are coming well for qualifying against lower opposition, and they showed that ruthless strike 12-0 against Latvia and other scores. To do it against the world number 8, one of the favourites for the tournament, something else.
And that is 90 goals in 15 and a half games under Serena Wiegmann. Reconceded during that time. This is England reaching their peak. Still 5 minutes to go until half time. Delightful from Stanway. Kirby! Oh, it's 6! Ellen White with a brace of her own. Every time they come forward,
What?
England hit the back of the net.
Celebrating.
This is
Oh,
incredible.
what out?
Well, if you have missed this first half and you look at your WhatsApp pings and you think, well, we've got 50 messages. This is why England are on fire. Lovely little ball through from George Stanway. Beautiful run from Frank Kirby, and what an absolute precision of a pass. And the flying Ellen White to the back post this time does convert. There's a couple of chances in the Austria game. She will have been a little bit more, and I'm sure since Wednesday she'll have done nothing but those goal coaching finishes at 6 yards out.
There's no way I'm gonna come up with a whole time plan. That's well not.
What a first half.
I'm not sure Alex Scott's doing a safe right to have enough time to analyse these goals. I'm sure 15 minutes is enough. What a night.
It's just.
Are Norway going to make a comeback?
You can't break us off.
And isn't it just joyous to watch a team growing with confidence, free-flowing,
Norway
really
gonna win
playing to
76.
all of that, the team's strengths, being able to express themselves. That's a new one, of course.
So as it stands, England into the quarterfinals. It will be as good as. And now Rachel Daly with not one correct turn but 2.
Well, what this does open up is at half-time you would expect Serena Wiegmann, of course, game's not done.
Is Norway going to get a goal?
Egerberg might be let in here. Daly back though to dispossess her. I'm reticent to say that she's been marked out of the game. They just haven't found her. Again, the defence is breached. That back line of Norway, just too easy.
It's the back line, but it's the midfield as well. There's gaps. What are normally 2 assured players, Engen and, Bogey's playing today, but Engen certainly is really, really kind of shows up that back line. Just the gaps, England have found them.
That's a lovely shot of one of our studio guests, Jonas Edeval, one of our symbolic men. Good evening, Lord Sugar. Serena Wiegmann, I mean, what do you do? Do you start 5 substitutes? Do you start taking them off at half time? You know, let's be honest, I don't think I'm going on a limb here saying this game is won.
Well, of course, substantial, and it does, as I've started to say, gives her the option, gives the squad the option. I mean, watch out, because when England make changes, they score more goals in the second half. So,
Kirby. Now Hepp. Mead in acres of space, not anywhere near her. Putting it across. That should have been a hat-trick. Ellen White.
What's the hat trick?
it should have been, she knows it.
That's close.
That Mead is unplayable on this side. The balls that she's put in, she's recognising it, playing it early. Ellen White makes that run, that connection they've got It was a beautiful, absolutely pinpoint from Bethany. You can see it curve away from the goalkeeper. No space for her to come. Just needed a steady foot to guide that home. I'm not sure I've ever seen so many goals in a major tournament by a halfway stage.
England beat Scotland 6-0 in the previous Euros, but more spread out. Hat-trick for Jodie Taylor that day.
Many a record have already been broken at this European Championships. I'm very glad to add this one to it. This will remain.
2 minutes of time added on. And what on earth is going through that man's mind? Martin Sjögren just thinking, what on earth do I say?
Like the players, he'll be stunned. It's hard to be stunned because that means you should be stopped.
Higgenberg, lovely through ball from Brighton. Couldn't bring it into her possession.
It's only natural for body language to start showing, for shoulders to drop. I've not seen that with Norway. They don't consciously look like they've beaten. They've just been ripped apart by England's incisive passing. Georgia Stanway standing in between the midfield, defensive midfield. Frank Curtis just made gaps for themselves and been swift with the passing.
England continue to probe. Kemp, it's a deep cross. It's going to go out of play. But just at what point Norway decide to say enough?
It will be interesting to see whether he makes some personnel changes. Sjögren at half time has made 3 going into this game. Does he need to shore things up? Can he kind of go with the argument that there's nothing to lose, let's go all out? They have the attacking talent. That's the thing, it's so frustrating, but England have ensured that that supply has been well and truly cut off.
Like at Old Trafford, with a tremendous atmosphere. And these England fans have been treated to something very special.
What Sweden Eagle would say at half time is, okay, you have set the standards now. This is what I expect. Nothing less.
Sensational, scintillating. England are waltzing into the quarterfinals. An incredible first half display here at the Amex. Georgia Stanway's penalty set them on their way. Brace from Beth Mead and Ellen White and Lauren Hemp also. Well, analyse that, I say, to Alex Scott, Ian Wright and Jonas Eidebal. Half time. England 6, Norway 0.
What an incredible 45 minutes of football. England absolutely blowing Norway away. Just a phenomenal team effort, but Beth Mead in particular, incredible.
On smoke!
No team in European Championship history has ever scored 6 goals in the first half. France did well last time in 5 with a new So if we can do that, we'll do this. But they did it against a team that have just not been there.
Exactly. Like I said with England, take the chances and you get built into the game. We've got such good players. Listen, that's never a penalty for me. But we needed to score early so we could really force an issue on them, and they have not had a chance at closing down everything's been magnificent.
And the first 15 minutes or so, Jonas, when England were getting so much joy down those flanks, especially that right wing, nothing changed with Norway. The gaps were still there, weren't they? Nothing changed in the way they set themselves up.
I'm astonished that they didn't change. I mean, England played them to pieces, and the Norwegian coach Martin, he looked paralyzed. He didn't change anything, didn't change any player, didn't change any formation, not any method. But don't take away anything from Beth Mead. What a half. That's the best performance of a wide forward so far. There have been plenty before in this Euros. The crosses she puts in, extraordinary.
Unbelievable.
She dribbles.
And if she wasn't your player, you'd be finding out how much she costs, wouldn't you? But lucky for you, she's an Arsenal player. Alex, let's go right back to the very beginning. It seems like a long time ago.
I can't remember what happened then.
Talking about that penalty incident, which none of you thought was a penalty. You thought it was a very soft penalty at very best.
Yeah, of course it was. I mean, it was great link-up play initially. But what you have to remember with Maria Torres' daughter, she's clumsy. She has been at club level. She gets far too tight on Ellen White, and Ellen White rolls her. So maybe that's what the referee is seeing. But it isn't a penalty. It's a soft one, and that changed the dynamic of the game.
And why not go to VAR?
Well, that's what it's there for. You know, the referee's got it wrong. I think the VAR's got it wrong. But saying that, we needed that goal to start us off, and once we started off, we've seen what's happened. But this is what happens. This could have happened against us. I'm not happy that we've got that, but we've got it, and it's kicked us on. What am I going to say?
Potentially, Jonas, that maybe the referee's line of vision was good or close enough that VAR wouldn't want to overturn that on-field decision.
I think that's where VAR they need to at least give the referee a chance to look at it again.
Yeah.
Because she would not have thought that was a penalty. They should have saved her.
Let's have a look at it, because Georgia Stanway stands up and takes Alex a beautifully coolly executed.
Wow.
I think the pressure on her, how young she is, the confidence to step up. When you've got players like Ellen White on the pitch, a leading goal scorer, Georgia Stanway's, no, I'm here, I'm ready to take it. And that's what we're seeing from every single player out there. The bravery, the confidence that they're showing against this Norway team. Great.
But then, the Lauren Hemp goal, no VAR on the first, on the penalty, but then VAR for what looked to us with our naked eyes here like a very bad decision.
It was. It was a bad decision, because when you saw it, you could see, even in real time, you know, once they got this fantastic play from Lucy and Beth Lee.
I got some more.
Sorry,
babe, don't get scared. It's alright.
We were here, Alex, telling the fans here that no, it's okay, it's going to be a goal. Because look, there it is. Look, she's bending down for crying out loud. A yard away from the goal line. So we knew that was a goal.
You know what I love about that with Lauren Hemp? You always ask your furthest winger, come in, get involved, get on the end of things. And that is what you want to see, and that's what gets Lauren Hemp the goal right.
And that is pre-match what you were crying out.
Absolutely. But we need that. We needed that. That's what we needed from her. And she's giving it to us. They all are.
The other thing you've been crying out for is for Ellen White to get on the end, or at least convert some really good chances. And she was squandering a few in the match, wasn't she? But she did finally get off and running.
You know something? She could have had 4 already. You know, the second one obviously is running the line, but this is great play from her. We know she's capable of this. Great strength. And like, you know, I'm thinking what we need to get her in a position where she can score. There she shows all her composure, all her experience. She gets in front of her area. Once she gets in there, the goalkeeper's in no man's land, because the touches are good, and then bam. I was delighted for her. To get it, because she's been under pressure and she's answered.
Second half, that's what you need to keep doing, because as we saw from the penalty, that's the player right there, Torres' daughter. You need to keep playing on her, keep pressurising her, because her head is down, and we'll get more goals because of that.
What do you do with a player like Torres' daughter then, who just looks shell-shocked?
Take her off.
She looks like an absolute shadow of her kind of form.
Take her off.
Take her off, or give her a plan. Give her a plan, give her the easy ideas to get her confidence back in. But either one of those two. What I really like when I see the performance of Beth Mead is also what that makes to Lauren Hemp. Right now, these two wingers, they are feeding self-confidence off each other.
She wasn't just providing, she was getting in on the end of it. This might be my favourite, actually.
Look where she's ended up, Beth Mead. You know, this is what's happening. This is what now, because of what we are capable of doing, because we're not going behind in it, we're not wasting chances, so we're now doing the stuff that Serena wants to see, getting forward, looking at people in the box, our winger in the middle when our forward comes out. This is all magnificent stuff, folks.
Do you know what I love about this as well? Because the pressure from Ellen White, what it originally does is pulls out the Norway centre half, and the decision making from Beth Mead to know that and put an early ball in, that's how we get the goal.
And then she gets a second.
Yes. Beth Mead's on her, her revenge tour when she got left out in the Olympic squad. Crazy decision. She has done everything right. Look, this is just awesome what she's doing here. Look, she's got them all over the place. Look, fantastic.
That's a beautiful goal.
So composed, and that's why Beth Mead is so hard to defend against, because she could go either way. She can shoot or she can dribble.
Well, Ian just alluded to it there. She was left out of that Olympic squad. She was heartbroken. She's talked about how it really kind of motivated her to get back. We saw it in the season that she's just had for Arsenal. She was a different person. She seemed to go up another level. Did she articulate that disappointment to you and how she was going to kind of right those wrongs?
No, she was very focused, but when I started in Arsenal, people were saying Bet Mead is in form. I just saw a great player and said, this doesn't have only to last for a month. You have those abilities. You can do these things game in, game out, and this is what she starts doing now. And I'm so happy for her.
Yes.
In the hand, isn't she, as player of the tournament?
I know.
Starting early anyway, at that first goal, of course, against Austria tonight, the complete performance. And we're only 45 minutes in. Then at goal 6, the record-breaking goal, Alex, here for Ellen White.
Once again, you can see every single player, the movement, Frank Kirby finding those pockets. But this is what you need on the end of things. Ellen White, you know what? We're being picky because we know Ellen White could have scored more and we want more from her. And this is the areas that she needs to be continuing to get in.
Tell you what,
This first half.
And Beth as well put in a great one when she put over the bar. It seems like we have to get it right. But at the same time, you can see her or Beth be getting a hat-trick in this. I want us to go on and absolutely hammer it. You know, people constantly talking about, we get asked too many goals. This is an unbelievable performance from a team that's well coached and are now in full confidence.
When you consider in the last 16 games, only 3 of them they've actually put 1 goal away in the first half.
Yeah.
Having a problem scoring in the first half, that seems to have gone.
Well, it has gone, and the reason why I keep going on about it is that keep going on about the chances because I can feel the potential of this team. And we haven't even gone to the bench yet. When we second half, I can feel the potential of the team because once they get the confidence like we're seeing now, they are putting on a show that I've not seen.
And the crowd are loving it.
Yeah, but you know what as well? From my side, from a defensive player, I want to keep a clean sheet the second half. I know entertainment, all these goals, but you know what? Keep a clean sheet against that front three. Keep a clean sheet.
That would be a very impressive performance indeed. Okay, earlier in Group A, Northern Ireland played Austria in Southampton. Both teams had lost their opening games. Austria took an early lead through Katharina Schiepel, and this second from Katarina Naschenbeng sealed the win, and 3 points for Austria. The celebrations went on in the press conference afterwards. It all erupted into something of a party there. They were thrilled with their 3 points. And I tell you, they'll be watching this tonight as well. Their final game in the group is against Norway, and they'll be looking at themselves now as potentially the team that goes through. We hope with England. I mean, say we hope because the second half to come, Righty. I'm not taking much of this.
That's what they're celebrating already.
Granted. Okay, Group A looks like this. Northern Ireland's final match is against England on Friday night, again in Southampton. That match is live on BBC One from 7:30. Okay, let's go down pitch side where Joe Curry is with someone who's not very happy at all.
Well, one of our pundits is happy, Gabby. We'll come to John Honorita in just a moment, but Farah, first of all, wow, what did you make of that?
Unbelievable. I mean, we spoke about the heat before the game. England have certainly delivered some heat out there today. What a first half performance from England. Set up in the stands, around the supporters, the absolute buzz from the crowd, and the performance to match an unbelievable first half.
John, when you came down, you said, give me the whole of half time because I want to go to town on Norway. Take it away.
No, but I mean, this is the biggest game for a long time for Norway. And you see the attitude. That's why I think it's embarrassing, it's pathetic, because the body language, the will to fight for your country, tactically all over the place, personal mistakes all over the place, defending horrible. It's just, I was sitting on the stand, I said to you, after 2-0, this could be ugly. And this is the unbelievable, shocking to see how bad Norway were in the first half.
They just didn't fix what was going wrong for them in the first half. This left-hand side for Norway in the first half, they were so vulnerable. The fullback was so high that left Thomas Doherty really isolated to the left-hand side, and England exposed that. And that's what you're speaking about up in the stand about Norway. They just didn't learn from their mistakes.
And when you see the players looking at the coach's bench and asking who should pick who, that means England is doing extremely well in positioning with and without the ball, and Norway don't know what to do without the ball. And as you said, on England's right side, they're killing Norway.
What does Martin Sjogren do in the second half? Because surely it's playing for just a little bit of pride now, if nothing else.
I think it's more damage control. I think it's going to make a substitution. Hopefully, one of the centre backs is going to go off and another one comes in. Thinking about the next game. Now it's more about damage control. Try to win the second half. Try to get some confidence into the last game against Austria. But this is embarrassing for the coach as well, and I'm glad I'm not in that dressing room now.
Yeah, I suspect the players are probably glad you're not in there as well with what you've just said about them. Well, look, we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts at the end of the game and enjoy the second half. Gabby?
Thank you very much, Joe, and our colleagues from Norwegian TV next to us here as well. They don't look very happy either. Well, the next live game we have for you is Denmark against Finland. That's from 4:45 tomorrow on BBC Two. Highlights of the first one-day international between England and India are on BBC Two at 11:15. And Alex's documentary is on the iPlayer. And there's plenty more to come throughout the summer here on BBC Sports.
Hello, welcome to my city, welcome to my place, welcome to my zone. Hello, welcome to my city with beautiful people with smile for them face. Hello, welcome to Town Hall, Baltic Triangle, and the Academy. Hello, hello, Transition. It's a road, it's a road, it's a road, it's a road.
The Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games starts Thursday the 28th of July across the BBC.
What's on Monday? Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's when the magic happens. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that emotional.
It's about to get real.
Get ready to glow up.
This is Len.
This is just great!
BBC Three is now on TV every day from 7. Watch on BBC Three and iPlayer.
We are moments away from the second half. The first half was really rather good.
A sweltering day here in Sussex. Another sellout crowd. Right. Turn. She goes down. That's it. Jordan Stanway on the spot. Brilliant. Right to make it three. And she does. Mead still going. It's Mead. Oh, that is sensational. Kirby. Oh, it's 6. England are waltzing into the quarterfinals.
Teams are coming out. What does Serena do? Does she just make a wholesale change as well? She's got she's got the win.
Well, no. What Serena does is whoever comes on it, he does make change exactly the same. Really put them away, put them to the score, build as much confidence as you can, get confident in each other, completely finish them.
I strongly agree, Righty. You keep this momentum, don't make any changes just yet because you want a couple more goals, then you bring on that freshness, and yeah, keep that confidence going. We want more.
Yes, because you want to finish this game with a high on emotions, and then you need to be good here in the second half, so you don't end up with a so-so performance. So keep on going, keep being focused.
Now we'd have to finish it at half time then if we want to finish on our highest.
Okay, well, let's hear what the changes are going to be for Norway and rejoin our commentary team with Rachel Brown-Phillips and Robin Cowan.
Thank you very much, Gabby. So change for Norway. Marina Savik has come off and Guro Bergsvand has come on in her place, so a more defensively minded player might mean a shake up in the shape.
Looks like 5 at the back, Robbie, you're right. It just needs to be so much harder to play through. Centrally, down that left-hand side on Julia Blackstad, she needs more cover. We'll see Torres Dottir going over to cover her more. An extra body in there. The only hope really for Norway to stop suffering more embarrassment.
No changes for England, I'm sure there will be some pretty soon.
No, you'd expect with this wonderful opportunity they've created themselves that the likes of Alessia Russo will get a chance to get on Beth England. You know, in tournament football, you have to manage players' minutes.
Mead. Really good run from Kirby, so intelligent. Always on the move, back to Mead. England on the attack straight away. Here's Walsh. Walsh was it in just over the head of White, and it came that long then when she perhaps wasn't expecting it.
A couple of times that's happened now, hasn't it? Lauren Head, great run. You want your wide place to join in when the ball's going to be sent in. Back post, but it's just gone over Helen White's head, and Lauren Head's not been able to get her feet moved just correctly in time to get the ball on target. So you're talking about making changes. Not a single player in an England shirt will want to come off this pitch.
But plenty want to come on. The likes of Beth England, who I'm sure want to get her first major tournament underway. Fancy her chances. Chloe Kelly, Nikita Paris, Alessia Russo. Again, just underlining the depth England have, especially in those attacking positions.
Jess Carter for Chelsea's had a wonderful season at centre half. She can play full back position as well. So Rachel Daly take a knock in the first half. She needs protecting because she's been undroppable in these opening 2 games.
She was in for some rough treatment against Austria, and she's had a knock today, so yes. Want to protect a few of the players. Northern Ireland up next for England. Already out of the tournament, and we lost to Austria earlier on. It's on Friday, Southampton, Norway will play Austria. That game now suddenly has an awful lot riding on it. Austria will fancy their chances.
Yeah, they certainly will. Tonight's been all about England, what they've done to this Norwegian team. The Beagman will not want any drop in intensity. She'll also, want to focus on game management, keeping the ball, tiring out Norway, conserving energy stocks for England, playing smart.
My Norwegian colleagues on television to my left, they were questioning as well why Martin Sjögren didn't make changes in the first half. You could see what was happening, it was happening over and over again. He did nothing.
Yeah, very similar, weren't they? Beth Mead down the right hand side, Lauren Hep down the left hand side. Just no pressure on either of those 2 players. The freedom to look up. 1-2 to Frank Kirby and Lucy Bronze. Combinations all around the pitch that Norway just simply, we're not seeing those pictures.
Kirby. Space for Bronze.
Amelia Blackstad, that's been some tournament introduction, hasn't it? Manchester City player. She played predominantly in the left attacking role for Manchester City. And that left back tonight.
Free kick for England. Blackstad, aforementioned. Foul on Mead.
Try and win that. Clever play by Bethany, got a body between the ball. Blackstad. We're not left in the set pieces either.
So unfortunate for Norway. Anticipation building.
Alex would love to see her right at the end of this for all the defensive headers she has done so far in this tournament.
Shot the goalkeeper at the near post. Norway defend that well. Little consolation for them. I don't think Mary Earps has had a real save to make. She just had a nice time soaking up the atmosphere in the late evening sun.
Let me correct you there, Robin.
She's been a picture of concentration.
Exactly. Preventative goalkeeping, ensuring her backline remains concentrated, marshalling her backline to prevent those through balls. She's done everything right.
Space between the lines. See more hair of the skill she possesses. Anderson just about completes the clearance.
An early the early part of the game to get Norway onto the back foot. Proven deadly for England. Norway just simply have not been able to cope on many levels. Tactically, physically.
Apparently we were so shit back in 2013 that we've now, in this match we scored double than what we did in that whole tournament.
Create anything. Even with that front line, superstar front
2013 we only scored 3 goals. One game we scored 6.
Not as
The atmosphere is drained just slightly because England was so comfortable. Without trying to put a dampener on things, I'm sure this is where Serena Beekman, I'm sure, will try to dampen down things as well. Just the second game. Yes, it's a big win. Let's not get carried away just yet. Head pulled away. As far as
we fucking we want to get out of it.
again, Lauren Hemp being able to have all of that space. Look how far she pulls off the right back of Norway. Creates that space. Pick out a player. A little bit slack, really, that ball in. The goalkeeper Patterson could have held it or not. Lauren Hempbush could get better. I think one thing that needs to not change is the standards that England have set themselves in the first half.
Yep.
Challenge from Kira Walsh to win that one back. And big possession. Once again, should go a little bit unnoticed. Kira Walsh, she's keeping that midfield ticking over.
Oh, Johnny, she's on the phone to Elaine.
Cross. Where's the elder? Their foray forward for Norway. England finds Graham Hansen. A bit casual, leaving it for Tuba Hansen.
Makes a discipline for Rachel Daly.
Caroline Graham Hansen, where she's so dangerous running at players, but pass doesn't reach the intended target.
England and Borisa, two in front of the back line, have done nothing this game.
And again, speaking to our Norwegian colleagues before the game, they were surprised by the changes that were made after that convincing win. The opening game. Looks like quite a few of the subs with instructions.
Alex Greenwood, Alatina, Leslie Russo. Another triple substitution around the 60-minute mark.
Finds Kirby. England on the move again. Stanway striding forward. But not quite enough on that ball for Beth Mead.
No goal in 10 minutes. Shocking.
Come on at left back. Assuming that knock she did have in the first half. As we saw, two more possibly for Frank Kirby.
Well, they can't handle Beth Mead. Blackstad certainly can't. Yellow card for the Manchester City left back.
Beth Mead has been unplayable at times tonight. She read that situation beautifully. She has made Blackstad look a below average defender, and she is one of Norway's brightest prospects. You may not see that tonight, but I assure you.
Beth Mead's second goal is going to be played over and over again, slaloming through. There's the ball, just wide. Another chance down the line.
Her last chance. It's a lovely ball in, isn't it? You see that even on set pieces when it's just player for player marking, Norway can't handle the runs of England. And that is her last touch of the game, Ellen White.
She's off the mark, 2 goals. scored 6 at the Olympic Games last summer and 6 across 2019. She's got 2 tonight, replaced by Alessia Russo. Rachel Daly off for Alex Greenwood, who makes her Euro 2022 debut. And Frank Kirby withdrawn from managing her minutes. Just see a little game time back end of last season. Ellen Tilley coming on, and in no way is that weakening England at all.
Norway, I think there is a chance with England's team any weekend. They're in for a surprise. We've seen the effectiveness in the second half with Trina Beekman in the year that she's been in charge. Performances tend to get better in the second half. Not sure tonight would be the case. That would be quite monumental.
Rots again finding space with ease.
Excuse me, what happened to your half-time cup of tea? Sorry, I was doing. I don't even remember about it. Look at the score. What do you expect me to do? Sorry.
Well, there'll be plenty to discuss, especially post-game this one. Make sure you subscribe to the Daily Euros on BBC Sounds or wherever you get your podcasts. It'll be a joyous episode that drops tomorrow morning. Must listen.
Allen's movement, she's in place of Frank Kirby, and she's doing still a role getting in between. Two sat in front of the back 5 now. I mean, less space for her, a little bit more clever, but when you've got Beth Mead and Lauren Head feeding the ball through to you, shouldn't be a problem.
Another change for Norway coming up. Frida Marnham of Arsenal scored against Northern Ireland, dropped today. Ida Boarisa, who started in her place, is substituted off.
But that was the change that really surprised me, was that change. Frida Marnham's a good ball player. Breaker up, have a really good partnership with England. Played excellently in that opener against Northern Ireland. And to bring her on after an hour, it's not going to change the end result. Sjogren needed to have done something within, 2-0 the latest.
Here's Ella Toon at Manchester United. And 4 times Young Player of the Year, a record, after 21 goals for Manchester City in all competitions last season. Bronze. Now Kira Walsh. 2. Drifts across it in. Mead is closest to it.
You can see that she was aiming for Beth Mead. Ella Toon, she stands it up beautifully. The weight and the flight of that ball, it was pinpoint on for Beth Mead, who just couldn't quite make contact at that back post. But that's what Lauren Hemp and Beth Mead, off of the respective flanks, have done excellently, is be the extra player at the back post as a target. Really caused Norway endless amounts of problems.
Half possession. England blood forward again. 2. Lovely ball. Spots Mead in space. Stan reads the shot.
Come on,
Too strong.
another 1 or 2.
Defensively, England have been really, really strong. Will have relished the challenge of playing up against the likes of Hegerberg.
England have understandably taken their foot off the gas a little bit, and also Norway have finally decided to play slightly more conservatively. Say to keep the score down, but it's already up.
Yeah, it's a change to 5 at the back at 6-0 at half time. The mind boggles.
The words forced and faulted come to mind. Sarina Beekman, though, Rachel, the perfect manager, I'm sure, to keep these players and our perhaps feet on the ground.
I've not seen her smile or jump up and celebrate like we've been doing when England got to running. She's a very calm person, and that's absolutely. She's very measured in how she has conversations and how she communicates with people. There's not a huge amount of emotion in how she says, but a huge amount of empathy. She does have that. She has really phenomenal interpersonal skills. Not even talking about her as a manager, her as a tactician.
6.5, I think we'll allow next to the way. Sarina Beekman's remarkable record in this competition goes off. 100% record dating back to 2017 with the Netherlands. They won every single game on their way to winning it. Usually there's a little slip up in the group stages. Not sure it's going to happen this time either. 2. Now Stanway.
She had to pull the trigger on this one. Lovely run from Ella Toon, who's been provider a couple of times already since coming on. Hits it first time, has got the confidence to hit it first time. George Stanway probably had time to take a touch. That's the mood that England players are in.
England will face either, we think anyway. Group D, Spain or Germany. Those two meet tomorrow. I'll be live for you on BBC 2. 8 PM kickoff.
With the heavyweight battle, that one. Germany and Spain. Contrasting styles. Germany starting in style.
Greenwood, brilliant cross, really well defended.
What Alex Greenwood brings as a left back, similar to Lucy Bronze, the delivery is unparalleled, both from set pieces and open play.
2. Another great Norwegian back line. I think Greenwood's found herself slightly unfortunate, spent the whole season playing as a centre half for Manchester City. Previously a left back, but now finds herself unable to look into England's starting 11 after partnering Millie Bright in the most times under Sarina Beekman.
And that's something that Sarina Beekman has been impressive in how she's managed, is managing 23 players who all warrant the starting position, whether it be in club form or how they've played under Sarina Beekman.
Bronze providing the whip. First time ball in. Numbers in the middle. Alessia Russo!
7.
What a moment! Alessia Russo! Her first goal of the major tournament. A towering header from the Manchester United striker. 7-0 to England.
It was almost inevitable, wasn't it? With how that England were spreading the ball out wide, the time that Lucy Bronze was allowed. But 2 players up against Norway's 4 if not 5. It shouldn't be as easy as it was, but this is what Alessia Russo brings. She's a focal point in the box. As dominant as Ellen White is, you can see her determination to get on that. She almost ate up the space that Lauren Head was occupying at that back post. She was getting on that header. I find what it was.
Another record is broken. Before today, no team had scored 7 at a men's or a women's Euros. We are witnessing history here. Egerberg takes a tumble off the ball.
Now, if there's no contact on that, this is worrying for a world-class player who has been out with injury for 2 years. If there's no contact, it looks like there is contact, otherwise we're thinking the worst. Yeah, just captures the heels of Leah Williamson on a recovery run. I've seen Achilles snap like that, and that was what I was concerned about.
Oh, good grief.
A little bit of
Has
contact.
anyone got a hat trick?
Got a free
No.
kick.
No.
Definitely not
Oh,
seen
definitely
the
gone off.
today, obviously. But you're right. Nearly 2 years out with an ACL and a broken leg.
Very warm in here.
Scored in the Champions League final.
Blimey.
He's been extremely quiet today. Thanks to a dominant England performance. Another cross in, fielded by Madison this time. The crossing from England today has been
He's feeling it, it's lovely.
Absolutely phenomenal from Lucy Bronze. First time, a little layoffs, but this time, first time. Another tune, this time on target. Interested to see the stats at the end of the game as to how many shots England have had, how many they've converted on target, how many they've converted into goals, because Sweden Eagle wants that ruthlessness, wants them to be efficient. We know they can do that.
Still over 20 minutes remaining. Blackstad. Sharp turn away. To Engel. From Marden. That just about sums up Norway's lead.
Overhit from a player who's had an excellent season at Chelsea after a club.
You want one of those?
Another player who's coming back from an ACL injury.
I'll take it. You think it's
Ollie Kelly got a few minutes against Austria.
Don't put it there. I'll pick it up. You pull that board.
Got the second goal for England.
Alright.
About 2
You
yards
want it
out.
there? Yeah.
There's a brilliant
We don't want
finish.
to record it.
Just a thing. She's a
Oh, my arse is in front of
player
you.
who comes into the tournament. And we're all excited to see
What?
players and teams will have planned to play up against her, and she's just been way too much for Hansen at right back. And I love the way that both Bethany and Lauren Hemp, when they're on the pitch, following in the back post, just causes an extra problem for any team. Bringing another striker, it's what white players should do.
Who's your favourite player? Go on.
Accuracy. Is something to behold.
Well, they've been treated to
Bronze.
maximum.
Lucy. It's Toon. Too close to the goalkeeper.
Just going to try and capture fluidly. The five at the back, Norway should not be succumbed to that switch. Kira Walsh, but lovely little bit of play between Lucy Bronze and Georgia Stanway. Great feet from Lucy Bronze, just tees it up nice for
doing
Anna
something
to
right.
not quite wrap her foot round it and generate the power.
Just had a stat flash up. 18 attempts from England, 11 on target.
7 goals.
0 attempts on target
Apparently-
from Norway.
Apparently this was supposed to be tougher than the Austria game. That was only 1-0.
One-sided.
I think Norway have just lost their way.
A couple of more changes. going to be a tense press conference for Martin Schober.
So much that's him. Like he said in the build-up about England being the most complete team, being wonderful defensively, being wonderful offensively, having players who can control the midfield. They've given a performance that absolutely represents us, David.
Very nice car.
Phones are out. Back in concert mode. Those inside the stadium today, memories to last a lifetime. Greenwood. Swift turn away. 2. Finds Kelly beautifully. Kelly. Oh, off the line. Oh, Mead can sort her feet out on a hat-trick. Danger still not averted. Norway asleep.
It's good that VAR at these
The Alba puts it out of play.
It's good that VAR at these tournaments. I don't have it in the women's. They don't have it in the women's league.
Just catches Norway off guard and what they got it. But that was for Leslie Russo. Should have hit the target. Forced to that lead. Can't quite make anything of it.
It's an important game. Play like this. And you know the Euros.
Special, very special evening, special atmosphere. After those questions about slightly unconvincing when against Austria, with the answer those. Kelly trying to fumble her way into a shooting position. Lovely feet, Chloe Kelly.
Just too many people.
Some very last-ditch defending. Oh, the bar! From Alex Greenwood, bronze! Wow, they all want a piece of the action.
Well, I'll tell you what, with that quality, you see Alex Greenwood get a slip, she's just come on the pitch. Ella Toon is actually moving around after that tackle with this rock kick from Alex Greenwood. I've seen her do that for Everton, for Manchester City, every club that she's played at. Alex Greenwood has that capability. Not a lot of backlift here. So much power, technique's excellent.
Flag is up. Offside, free kick to England, and Norway ready to make another 2 changes. Celine Bizet-Hildesoy, 20 years old, of PSG, coming on to the tournament experience. And then Hegerberg is off.
She's a good player. Just so look. She's got shown this much.
I remember when I made my debut, we were 4-0 down the half time against Germany.
With England, yeah.
Did you say thank you for that, or?
I accepted the challenge.
Right attitude. Emily Akeland on for Caroline Graham-Hansen as England trying to create another chance. Goal kick is the decision.
Norway will be so mentally and physically sapped from this performance. They have to not let it crush them. Because as much as England's confidence will be absolutely soaring, and that needs to be tempered. That has to be brought back down. Emotional stability is important in a tournament.
Greenwood. Kelly. Norway throw. Crowd still very much engaged, even booing the decision to award a throw inside their own half for Norway.
No sympathy throws.
28,847 inside the annex today. See another record-breaking performance from England.
I'm surprised that this isn't a red card, not for the initial flash here. If you keep the camera stays on, you'll see that Mise has a little kick out, just with her right foot while she's on the ground. And VAR will be checking this. Silly, literally on the pitch for a minute. Currently stands as a yellow card. Should be very fortunate that nothing else comes from that.
Well, that was dangerous enough.
Yeah, but look at this. Oh. Okay.
Other way round. Lioness tinted glasses from Rachel Brown-Finney's.
Do you know what? Seeing it from the other angle? Yeah, I think the England player probably should have got booked as well. I accept I was wrong on that one.
Walsh with a searching pass. Lead. Well, pulled up for something. The referee didn't like how she was competing for that ball, clearly.
Didn't see much wrong, she just ran across her and it made Blackstad clip her heels, and fair play to Blackstad, she stayed on her feet, tried to ride out that correct decision from the referee. I'll tell you, she will not forget Beth Mead in a hurry, Julia Blackstad. Sleepless night tonight.
I think Jonas Edeval will be instructing Beth Mead to have at her. They come up against each other in the WSL next season. There's Tula Hansen. Now to play from Akelan, Reading player. Another one dropped from the Northern Ireland game. Greenwood.
Every player that's come on has fitted in seamlessly. There's been no dip in levels of performance, in attitude, in game plan, in discipline, in both in and out of possession.
Still, over 10 minutes left to play. And I think the most popular substitute around is going to be introduced. The cheers are already starting from the England fans. Jill Scott getting ready to come on for her 10th major tournament appearance. Torres Dottir prevents the corner. Jill Scott. This is, we know, Serena Wiegmann doesn't do sentimentality. This is about a player who still has the quality to make a difference. And a fantastic scene. See Jill Scott coming on. And just listen to that reception.
She's a wonderful player, she's a wonderful human being as well, and she's a huge character in this England team. Really integral to the team dynamics and will have been a huge sounding board for Serena Wiegmann.
Here is Scott. And to play in two. I think it's only right and proper to say that you must download Jill Scott's Coffee Cup on the Music Sounds wonderful podcast. Oh, Walsh! And the rebound is in!
Patrick!
And Beth Mead does have a hat-trick! And that just about puts the cherry on top of the icing, on top of this cake. Beth Mead, what a night! Her fourth England hat-trick. Her first on a major tournament.
They're unstoppable at the moment. There's a lovely little give and go. Ball played in, lovely strike from Kira Walsh followed in though. Alex Greenwood has made a huge difference and she's come on fresh legs in that position. Cruel deflection from Tori's Dossier, but Beth Mead has been on the front foot since she has come on this pitch, and you wouldn't have bet against it being Beth Mead, but it does pop up with the simplest of finishes for a hat-trick that she will savour forever.
Dare I say it, might have a golden boot winner on our hands. Did have a hat-trick yesterday for France for his Euro. Beth Mead will move ahead of her today. 4 goals for the tournament.
When Germany came in their opener and scored 4 goals, that was a statement. France scored 5 goals, that was a statement. And England tonight, so far.
I'll say it again. Hold my beer. 8-0. And still 8 minutes to play. I think my prediction of this being a tight draw was unfounded. I like to lay my cards on the table. Just to let anyone do not listen, because my credentials there.
It's been an atmosphere from the beginning. The crowd have been excellent.
Over the top for Russo to chase. Too strong. Russo! Oh, 2. Puts it over the top. Well, not the easiest of parts, but she should have put that away.
And the impact of the substitutes. Yes, all three have coming in and 6-0 up at half time. You salivated at the prospect of coming on the pitch as an attacking player. Russo does brilliantly. I've been very impressed with her since she's been in the England squad, playing at Manchester United, since she's had this streak of form. She's been fit, she's been able to play, she can come deep, she can head, she can hold the ball up, real tight finisher. Every single one of these England players has won their 1v1 battles on the pitch. I want to hear a new Beth Mead song. Put that out there to the listeners.
I know there was a club night post game on Manchester, which obviously didn't attend, but Beth Mead's on fire, was ringing around Manchester. Oh, first shots of the half off target from Frida Marner.
Yeah, we've seen her do this for Arsenal. Playing in midfield.
It was still an Arsenal player had a shot. We're winning the league.
Why not?
Especially with Beth Mead on the team.
Yeah, Beth Mead on fire. Walking in the Lido Wonderland. Not sure which one will catch on.
Well, you said it, Rachel. Standards. You didn't want to see them drop, and they haven't. Still chasing everything, still look sharper.
You just got to be clever in the second half. You want to make the ball do the work, play the ball around, tire Norway out, draw them, hold on to the ball and draw players to you, and then release the pass. Allow your players to run a little less. Still draw players out of position to create those spaces. England have done that.
Here's Kelly. Another delightful cross. Just makes Scott retrieved by his action hero, Beth Mead. Bronze. Bronze. Whips it in. Russo gets her head to it, but off balance. So England will go through as group winners, so we'll get a better idea of who they might play. Germany against Spain tomorrow, Group B on BBC Two tomorrow night. Do not miss it.
Bit of a late call for the ref then.
It'll be of major interest to those who are following England.
A late one there from Ibrahim on Ella Toon. Just steps across her. Ella Toon was past her, so she just shoved it down on the ground. Interesting, there'll be pretty much everyone wanting to take this. Beth Mead's over it. Alex Green was firmly holding the ball. You'd argue if she'd have started the game that she would be the player to take them.
Would it be too disrespectful to ask Mary Earps to have a go?
Yes, it would. Rather
No.
That's why I'm up here, not down there.
That's the golden Yorkshire.
Alex Greenwood, we know, such a good
Boink.
dead ball deliverer. The left foot. Here's Greenwood, just off target.
You can see she was going around the outside of that wall. Suits an actual trajectory of the left footer, but Pettersson had set her wall up well. Would have been hard to have gone around it. She had to go over it. The ball to whip down. She's arguably had Alex Greenwood her best season for Manchester City in a domestic shirt. For me, has played her best football. But has stepped out onto the pitch in a role that she's played previously but not regularly recently. And stepped into it with some impact.
Yellow card from Frida Manu. I mean, from a Norway perspective, Rachel, oh boy, I mean, they're going to have to recover from this quickly, but this is going to take some time.
Yeah, that's what they have to remind themselves that they are some of the world's best players.
Russo making good ground, another good ball across the face. Joe Scott getting stuck in, as we'd expect.
It will be interesting though, because I do feel there's a huge responsibility on the manager, having not made tactical changes earlier, whether he takes responsibility for the team's performance. Clearly it's both. It is the players as well as the manager. I think a large part of that is not recognising what needed to be changed, and England capitalising on that.
He claims for handball. England at their ruthless best tonight. Alex Greenwood has also hit the bar. A couple of crosses that were tucked away as well.
A couple of chances of Lauren Hempway sailed over Ellen White's head. Quite angled it towards goal.
To the final minutes of normal time. For Norway, the whistle can't come soon enough.
This has been a spectacular performance for England. In every department, we talk about Mary Earps barely having to touch what she has done. She's executed brilliantly and calmly, with composure. The back line has been steadfast in and out of possession. Attacking players have done their defensive roles as well as tearing Norway to shreds. It has been a polished, ruthless performance from England.
To 3 added minutes. The pin from Gil Walsh. Scott wants it. Jill Scott! Just won the post. Got herself into a great position there.
Ball should have come early, and you can see Jill arms raised for the ball. They'd already kind of got there. The angle was getting tighter the further down the line towards Lucy Bronze that she was running. It was the right one to make across the near post. No one came early, just couldn't angle it. What a servant of women's football Jill Scott has been. She's a fantastic role model on and off the pitch to fans, supporters as well as her peers. Her professionalism has never wavered through what has been an amateur game to where she finds herself now as very much at the centre of the professional game.
Started out at Everton, lived in Sunderland, had to sleep on her friends' couches and floors in order to make training and also work as a coach. It's been some journey for Jill Scott, so she knows, she's seen both sides of it.
She put the hard work in, the sacrifice, the graft, that determination, you know, just finding a way to make things work when it wasn't put on a plate for you. I hope she continues to pass on that attitude to the next generation of Lionesses.
Scott on the half turn. At line 2. Drums. They're up again. Greenwood. Is now to the Hansen. To get past her.
So what was the problem?
Stepped across and blocked her back.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the play, and that might just be it. Full time. Listen to that roar for the Lionesses. Record-breaking, history-making, barn-storming performance from England. They have arrived at Euro 2022. A remarkable 8 goals past the 2-time European champions Norway. They go through to the knockout stages in style as winners. We'll soak up the scenes here at the Amex. Full time. England 8, Norway 0.
Quite simply phenomenal. What a display by Serena Wiegmann's women out there tonight. An early start against Austria, and they knew they had to blow some cobwebs off. They knew they had to put in a performance to instill some confidence. And that's, Ian Wright did a lot more than that tonight. That is an incredible performance of the league.
Yeah, Gab, that was as good as it gets in respect of a team tactically, physically, like executing a game plan. We're talking about a team that, yes, they missed a lot of chances, and once they can sort that out, they're going to do that to a team. We've seen that, and they're capable of doing that. And today it was brilliant, fantastic performance from England. I'm so pleased. I knew that was coming, and it came.
No team has ever scored 7, let alone 8 goals at a men's or women's European Championship before. It's the biggest win ever, Alex.
Gabby, right now, this is unbelievable. To see England with a scoreline like that, they deserve every celebration right now. Take it all in. What a performance from every single player. Kept going, and we certainly have a party here this evening.
And a clean sheet as well, which you said that should be the aim for the second half, as well as scoring more goals, keeping a clean sheet, keeping that defence tight. Did you see that performance coming, Jonas?
Not really, because it's against Norway. In their own minds, they're coming here with a goal setting to be medal contestants, Norway. And I mean, 8-0. Norway is not even on the pitch today. They're not pressing. They're giving England so much time and space. And what England is doing with that time and space is marvelous today.
Yeah. I think that what you have to give England credit for, and yes, I thought the penalty was soft, but it got us going. But for me, the relentlessness in that press. No one in their midfield, Norway's midfield, got anywhere near the ball. You couldn't get Guru Wright in again. You couldn't get Edinburgh in again. You couldn't get Graham Hansen again. Because every single player stuck to their job relentlessly for the whole time, guys. For the whole time.
Serena Wiegmann there, who is brilliant at absorbing every emotion that comes her players' way. She keeps calm. She's got a level head, and she was going into this as well. She said, "Yeah, well, okay, we're the favourites. We'll take that mantle. We'll go with it." And there she is with again calming that group down because they've got a job to do. They've got to go on Friday and play Northern Ireland, but they know now that they will top the group. Because that win not only secures them a passage to the quarter-final, because on head-to-heads, they will top Group A, which potentially, depending on what happens tomorrow night at Brentford Community Stadium between Germany and Spain, but it could mean that they avoid Germany, who looked very strong in this tournament. So is Spain, but Spain obviously without their Ballon d'Or winner, Alexia Putellas, in this tournament. But England, whatever happens on Friday against Northern Ireland, will top the group. And we'll show you highlights, of course, of that Northern Ireland-Austria game as well. That's coming up on switch over to BBC2. Should we run through all the goals?
Yeah.
Just about got time. I think. Let's go then. And of course, the first run came from penalties. We won't look back at that incident right now. We will on BBC2. But Georgia Stanway got the go with a beautifully executed penalty.
Well, it was, and it was like I said, it was a penalty that needed to be scored so they could get into their like rhythm, and they did. They got into it magnificently. Too much time and space there for Lucy Bronze and Beth Mead, who man of the match, woman of the match, deservedly. They just started to put them away.
And that was Lauren Hemke too there. Or 2-0, I should say.
Yeah.
Lauren Hemke.
Miles on side.
Yeah. Coming in from the back post there, that's what you want.
Sway Caroline.
There was this ruthlessness, this energy about her.
We want to see him singing.
To dispose tourist quarter, and the calm composure.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, and they kept attacking
Aye.
on the flanks. Even
those
if they had it
people,
over
yeah.
there, they kept doing it. So that's
Guys, just going to pause you next. We can hear from Beth Mead if you don't mind. We're
Oh.
going to go down to Joe. Let's do that.
Patrick.
Oh, Beth, that smile says 1,000 words. You've got the match ball under your arm. You've just been singing Sweet Caroline with the fans. What was it like to be out on that pitch tonight?
I keep saying it, but I can't put into words. Honestly, I'm just loving being here, loving being part of this team, and enjoying every minute.
I don't know what Serena Wiegman is feeding you right now, but you look like you're in the form of your life. Is that how it feels?
Yeah, it does. Like I keep saying, I'm really enjoying my football. I love being part of this team. Honestly, it's an incredible feeling to feel how I do right now.
A hat-trick in a home European Championships. These must be moments that you've dreamt of.
I don't think I even dreamt of this, but I'm just so happy I can get the goals again to help the team. Unbelievable night. Can't believe it.
4 goals in 2 games. Is it too early to be talking about the Golden Boot? It must be in the back of your mind.
To be fair, I haven't even thought about it. I think I would just want to get goals for my team and help us win.
Well, look, history was made tonight. How special are this group of players?
Yeah, the girls need to enjoy this one. Like we said, we need to enjoy the moments, and these are the moments we need to enjoy.
Oh, there you go, enjoy with your friends and family. Well done, Beth.
Thank you.
Well, Beth Mead of Whitby, North Yorkshire, your lass has done you proud here at the Amex Stadium. That was an incredible individual performance in a team of great performances. I mean, just so difficult for anyone to pick out a player there who stood out, because they were all collectively brilliant. That was one of the most composed and exciting performances I think we've seen from an team as well. It was exactly all the things that you were hoping they'd achieve.
We need a wee-wee.
In terms of their wing play, the way they contained the
I need a wee-wee.
Look at the substitutes
Yeah,
coming in.
but I don't want to miss
Look
the.
at Alex Greenwood. She's marvelous coming in. Look at Alessia Russo, really good. Ella, great positioning. I think that's the depth of this England team. Not only that they have a strong 11,